Castros full service. Before we start this podcast, I'd like to hold on. What am I saying? Check. I'd like to say thank you to our sponsor, Castros Pool Service and Repair. Phone number 209-675-5418. I am Castro's Pool Service and Repair. Thanks. My name's Jose, and I'm starting a podcast called The Old Grappler. I'm a wrestling coach. I'm a jiu-jitsu practitioner. I was just awarded my blue belt. I've been coaching wrestling for about 14 years now. When I get in there, it is like everything just goes away. Like you're in there coaching, and the same thing happens when I'm on the mat for jiu-jitsu. It's a way of therapy, per se. So going into the wrestling room, coaching high school kids, coaching youth kids, you get to be a part of someone else's journey and coaching them, seeing them grow from your knowledge, giving them the knowledge that you have. And the jiu-jitsu mat, it's therapy too, because once you're in there, once you're on the mat, everything else that happened through the day just doesn't happen inside when you walk through the door of the wrestling room or when you walk into the gym for jiu-jitsu. I'm doing the podcast so that we can share other people's journeys. You know, like everybody's on their own path, how they got where they are, what they did, how they started. Just, I think it would be very interesting to get their journey and give them an opportunity to express to everyone what it means to them, how they got there, where they're currently at in their journey. It would be something good for me to hear about their journeys, as well as the audience to hear about their journeys, see who they are, get their story out there. That way, you know, you may be someone like me that started their journey in my jiu-jitsu journey very late in life. I'm not an old man like the guy behind the camera thinks I am, but I started late. I started 48 years old. I'm 49 now, and I see older people, I see younger people, I see kids, and I just think that for jiu-jitsu, it's never too late to start. Like I said, I just got my blue belt January 7th, and it's been a journey so far. I started September of 2020. Our gym, Strike Fitness, brought in a jiu-jitsu coach, which was Craig Wallace, and he's still my instructor. And I was like, I'm going to give it a try. It looks a lot like wrestling, and rolling with Jesse, showing him how to incorporate wrestling into his jiu-jitsu kind of got me into that journey. And then they offered the jiu-jitsu at the school, and kind of just sucked me in little by little. And once the jiu-jitsu class started, I jumped in with both feet. It's been a good journey so far. I jumped in with both feet. I told myself if I was going to do this, I was going to try to do the best I could and test myself by competing, so that I think that's just ingrained in who I am. So right away, a couple months in, I jumped into the first grappling tournament. I took second, in both gi and no gi, and I've been hooked ever since. It's just the competitor in me, but at the same token, it's fun. It's a great journey. It's gotten, like I said, it's therapy, and the therapy just drowns everything out once you're in there. Good day, bad day. Once you get onto the mat, all that stuff just goes away, and you're just focused on what you're working on that day, how you're going to get better on the mat, how you're going to make or incorporate whatever you're doing that day into your jiu-jitsu game. You develop your own way. You get all the tools that the professors, instructors give you, but you gotta figure out how those tools work for you in your game. It's a lot of figuring it out while you're on the mat, and I think it's a good way of expressing yourself and showing that anything's possible, I guess. I like the fact that we can compete still. You know, they have the older men divisions. It's nice to be able to go out there and put it on the line, see what you've been working on and see how it works, see how you're able to implement it into actual live situation against another guy that's trying to do the same thing, figure it out. Yeah, I just want to get everybody's story on how they got to where they are and see if they have any advice, recommendations, and anything to help me continue my journey to maybe one day get to where they are. Or, maybe something that I've done can help someone get to where I am, because we all are on a different path and a different part of the journey. So I think that's pretty much why I decided to do this. And I think the people that I have around me, the support to do it, it was the right time. So thank you. I hope this was long enough, Jesse. Peace.